Happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Oh,
Yeah, so we are missing a Jonathan this week, which is unfortunate. But his character did almost die twice in the last fight, so him recovering from exhaustion is a reasonable thing to have happen. So, that being said, we are here to see what happens having now cleared out Trezendar Manor, which is one of the kind of main story beats of Phandelver itself. Now we're gonna figure out what the party's gonna do. They also left that in, they'd rescued some people. They left their friend's snack pack behind. And they met an interesting new dragonborn character in the town who has the ability to identify magic items as well as sell magic items and combine magic items, trinkets, and all sorts of nonsense. And that's pretty much where we left off. You guys were just... we identified the items that you had.
Yes.
Which, by the way, Jake, I did put an updated version of that on your sheet there for you.
I did see that, yes.
Um,
Love me a +1 weapon.
Yeah. I don't think... Was there... I know there was some stuff that everybody wanted to do, but I think we ended with leaving Tilverton's treasures as you or was
the
there
only
stuff...
other thing I'd want to do is see how much arcane synthesis would cost to take the broscade and combine it with my the Cormish opening.
Yes, right. Yes. So the thing I will tell you is arcane synthesis. First of all, one, it takes time to set up. It takes time to perform the ritual of synthesizing the two things together.
Yep.
This is a relatively minor thing. The bigger, more powerful the items you're getting into, the longer it will take, where you will basically be without those items during that time period.
Sure.
Could be up to a full day, could be more than that. And it takes a lot out of his equipment. So, like, when you do one, there's a cooldown period before he can do it again.
Okay. These are all very reasonable mechanically.
Yeah. So, how much gold are you guys sitting at right now?
I'm at 118.
Okay.
what is gold? 122.
Okay. Listen, I'm gonna fix my cropping. It's your cropping. I saw that. It was good when I started cropping it, and then I feel like people move around. Is what it is. I watched you move. You had a cat. You were the whole thing. Anyway, let's see. So for combining your two rapiers together, let's see. Did I come up with a cost flat fee? Oh, he will tell you because this was part of the whole like first situation thing.
Yes.
These two items being kind of basically of the same type, they are compatible, but there is the potential chance trying to combine items that may not be compatible. There's a very small percentage chance that something goes wrong in the synthesis process, and one or both may be damaged in that process.
Yikes.
So, and we're talking like a percentile roll that you will get to make.
Oh, good.
Whoever is going through the synthesis process. So these are compatible, so there's really no major risk of destruction of the items here. So to combine these two items, well, that's on the floor though. Okay. He says he could combine the two of these for 200 gold pieces.
Well, I'll be back then because I don't have that much.
That's fair.
How much was it?
200.
200. No, that's okay. I'll just wear 2 rapiers and just have one be for detecting undead and the other for attacking them.
Okay. Well, if you're gonna wear 2 rapiers, you need 2 ear piercings, and then when you get a third one, you get a third ear piercing. I don't make the rules.
All right. Good. I think I would look fetching with just on one ear, 2 piercings, right?
Of course.
Of course.
Well, he does have a point to say, well, listen, well,
Mhm.
we talked about possibly having this whole wearing emblems doing a thing. We'll give you a discount.
Yes, but you
We'll do
haven't
that
got-
right now. And I will give you 100 gold piece one-time first synthesis discount.
Ooh. And how long would this take to do?
Says I could probably realistically 2 hours.
Do we have an idea of what his emblem looks like?
That's
I like this guy. I'm willing to wear his stuff, as long as it doesn't horribly clash with my maroon and black studded leather armor. There is a certain level of vanity that I do have, and honestly, for your brand to be strikingly dissimilar to my clothing isn't going to do either of us a service.
Well, he is a silver dragonborn, so I feel like silver is definitely going to be the color theme
Okay.
for this. Now, I'm curious because I actually haven't put any thought into what this emblem
do
looks
it.
like.
Let's make the viewers. You guys make something.
Okay.
We'll do a vote.
All right. People throw out some ideas in the comments or in the chat here. What you'd like to see, what Tilverton Treasures logo should look like. Reminder that Jake's character has agreed to possibly have this brandished on his clothing. The party may do this as well as a means to spread the word of Tilverton's Treasures while also getting a discount for being the people who spread that word. So
Yes.
Yeah. Use your creativity. You guys are awesome.
yeah.
And so kind. All the
Yeah.
time.
All right, fine. For 100 gold, because I do really wish to use my god's gifted rapier. So if I could get it going, that would be great. And perhaps we can take a rest here at the inn while this happens. Is that okay with you guys?
Sounds like a mighty fine plan to me. I just need to make sure I got this multi-purpose tool on layaway for our friend Drew.
Yeah, you because you had asked about getting one set up, and I think it was a little too much at the moment.
300.
Yeah.
quoted.
I'm gonna put down what I have for layaway if that's possible.
Yeah, he's like, well, for you, my new friends, laid away.
Fantastic.
And he goes, and also, first time synthesis purchase bonus, and roll me a percentile.
Oh.
Jake.
Sir, you are so generous. 42.
All right, 42. You already have that one. Roll again for me.
Well, consistency is key.
We all
It's
had 88 gold pieces, right?
90.
I have 122.
Yeah, you spent some on
Yeah.
something.
All right, I'm gonna save 5 so I can live. I'm gonna put 85 gold pieces down on the multi-tool.
Okay.
Nice.
Denoted 85 down on.
All right.
We'll find it later. 85
Fair
down.
enough.
So you said 90, Jake?
90, yes.
Okay. A book of laws that always opens on the law you're looking for.
Oh, wow. I like this.
You could start a new career with that.
I'm
That's-
already a detective. I could be a lawyer now. A simple Southern lawyer.
Small town bird lawyer, one could say.
Exactly. To the law.
Oh man, people are donating towards the reliquary at the moment. We gotta be careful on that.
Oh, no. All right, good, though.
I think it'd be fun.
Yes.
Anyway, yeah, so Put money down on for layaway for the multi-purpose tool. We are in the process of conducting arcane synthesis. We've got a couple of suggestions in the chat so far for what the logo is. We have silver, one large silver T, one large bronze T with tiny hammers next to them. Dragon face outline with a T going across the brow down to the nose.
Oh,
That's another one
okay.
as well.
I like that one.
It sounds like you're definitely gonna get it's silver in some way and possibly draconic, which could be
Line work.
yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. Honestly, I think silver, red, and black all go well together. So I'm okay with this.
All right.
But I've already committed, so whatever chat does to me, I'm in for it.
Oh, Jake, I wouldn't have worded it like that.
I know what I said, and I said it.
All right. Fair enough. All right. So, the only other thing that I did mention is that and again, I know it's outside of probably the realm of purchase with everybody at the moment, but he did tell you, he had a handful of other, and his inventory is always changing. But it is currently a Wand of Magic Detection, standard level Potion of Healing, which just, again, is base 50 gold pieces. That's kind of how things go. Obviously, you have a discount, but 50 gold pieces is the price for a standard Potion of Healing from the Player's Handbook. Cloak of Billowing is 25 gold pieces. Again, if you're not familiar with common magic items, that does exactly what you think it does. Boots of False Tracks, Gloves of Swimming and Climbing, a Scroll of Shield, as in the spell itself,
Right.
Ever Smoking Bottle, the Mystery Key, and then 10 to 20 gold pieces. We'll split the difference, call it 15, for arcane trinkets. And then he also did mention that he has, in a very Diablo fashion, the capability of socketing, adding sockets to receive gemstones to armor, weapons, and so on. There's obviously that'll be a sliding scale.
Sure.
Right.
Better gems means better effect.
And then, we're also looking at a variety of different gems doing things, everything from, and again, this is mostly just for LB here to let you know, I have a long list of gemstones that I've come up with for this, but everything from things as simple to like being able to utilize a cantrip like once a day, to a first level or second level spell once a day, spell storing bonuses to AC, or saving throws, granting dark vision, stuff like that. They're all depending on what you want to do. So obviously it'll also depend on like the gems that you find. Obviously, we're going with a big mining theme here with gems, so like lesser quality gems might provide a benefit, but a higher quality version of the same gem may give you a better version of that, if that makes sense.
Sure.
So yeah, that's kind of where we're at with that. Did you want to pick up anything else, ask any other questions, or what are we thinking?
I am good on my side. Droop is gonna come with us and spend the night, correct? We're gonna introduce. That is the plan.
That was, I believe, what you had said. Yeah.
Okay.
That sounds right to me. All right, I'll take off my the jerkin for my leather armor, and I'll leave that there with him so that he can put his stamp on it or whatever his logo is. And I'll say I'll pick this up in the morning with my weapon.
All right. I said, well, I'll see you tomorrow.
All right. Well, Tilverton, this has been a pleasure, and you are a genuine fellow, and I enjoy your company. And I foresee a long and healthy relationship, profitable for everyone.
As well, I hope so. It's a small town. I'm taking a gamble.
It's a start.
But it's definitely going to start booming soon. I have a feeling in my guts.
Hmm.
Wow.
I grab by the collar and we turn her around. We walk away.
And
Grin
he,
Barley anime blushes and exit scene.
he waves as you guys all set off back towards the main town of Phandelver. So,
Guys, do we have downtime now? Are we just gonna hang out tonight?
Oh, well, there is the other inn in town. Is that the Sleeping Giant?
mhm.
Uh, we should, I don't know. Do we just give them the night to just leave peacefully? And then otherwise we'll go in there and kick their butts in the morning?
I think we deserved a good sit down.
Agreed.
Food,
All
and
right.
Drinks.
Yes. Plus poor Seneth, he fell asleep. We got to get him to a bed.
Yeah.
Is Sinith that the nose bubble
Yeah.
anime right now in the back of the cart?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, poor boy.
He gets
Um,
this way sometimes when he gets overstimulated.
For sure.
Oh, gracious DM, I
Yes.
have a new notes document that I've posted here.
Okay.
If you could at some point in time grab the 2 NPC names of the folks that I dropped off good berries for,
Oh, okay.
Ah.
so I can
Yes.
start remembering now that we're building effectively world building. I
Yeah.
have to have a cheat sheet.
Okay, that's fair.
So I start remembering.
That was that in the Discord? Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yes.
Oh, can anyone edit this?
Yes, everybody can edit it.
All right, cool. I will populate it with some of my notes.
Okay.
Thank you,
you
oh gracious
continue
note
on.
taker.
Yeah.
We love you.
Yeah. It'll probably be Quellen Alderleaf and Darren Eatermath were the 2 that we were.
Yeah.
That we were specifically dealing with more recently.
Cool.
Okay.
Look at that. Oh my god, I love you. You're the best.
So,
Just not capable of doing that. And so you guys are, I'm in awe of y'all that are able to do this.
Well, this is LB here, right?
Yeah, when we started getting quests, I was like, I gotta write this down. I'm not gonna remember when.
Nice. Good.
All right.
Sweet.
Y'all are the best. Thank
well,
you.
you guys make your way to Stonehill Tavern, where so it did sound like you're leaving the Sleeping Giant alone. Yeah.
Yeah, for tonight. We'll I don't know. I'm tired. I'm real
I want a
tired,
drink.
guys.
All right.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll just yell at the building and be like, "Hey, Glassstaff is dead. You have till tomorrow morning to leave or face our wrath," and then head into the other bar.
You want me to turn into something scary and I can do it? I can yell at them?
I think you're scary just the way you are.
I think I don't believe you. Not in this form. This form's supposed to be like off-putting and like adorable.
Yeah, but we killed that guy.
Right.
I don't
Okay.
know. I think I mean, I don't want to put you in a position where you feel like you have to wear any face specifically. So if you want to be big and mean and be Nask or something like him, that is all on you.
Okay. I'm gonna turn into a full-blooded orc with
Oh.
dreads.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go outside of the tavern
Yeah.
and I am just gonna yell, Glassstaff is dead! All hail the new reigning champion! Clear out, you misfits, or you'll fall upon the same fate!
I guess make me. I don't know if it's intimidation or deception. It's both. So I guess pick one.
It's the same. It doesn't
All right.
matter.
Well, then you pick.
Roll them both and merge it.
+4.
We
instead
did
of-
that earlier.
That's true. Hey, yo! It's a 21.
All right. Well, you hear the sound of scrambling inside, as though people are hurriedly shoving stuff around. You don't know what's going on, but you've definitely seemed to have made some form of an impact.
And then I'm gonna run away. You see this orc like shuffle off, like shuffle run back to the group, and I change back into Soot's normal form.
All
I
right.
did it.
Okay.
It was very intimidating.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was great. That was honestly, you were spot on for sure. Change it into that guy, whoever he was. Woo!
Yeah.
It was pretty hot. I mean, it was awesome.
I'm tingly a little, but from fear, not hotness.
Sure.
Okay.
All right. So you guys make your way over to the Stonehill Inn, and you have Droop in tow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Droop.
Yeah.
I got a hankering for something back home. Have you ever had roasted lamb shank?
I don't think so. Is that like
You're
deer?
in for a treat now.
All right.
We're getting all the goods and gravies.
Yeah, if you say so. Just
Yeah,
don't let him
sounds
kill
great
me.
to me.
Right.
Not at least for another 30 years. You'll be fine.
All right. We'll talk about that at some point, I guess. Anyway, and you guys can make your way into the Stonehill Inn, and inside you'll see, again, a general kind of patronage, people there in and out, and then you'll also see Toblin there kind of behind the bar, and Elsa, the other dwarven bartender as well. And they all they see you guys come in and then see that everybody's kind of like beat up and kind of bloodied, and they're like, oh my god, what happened? And then they see the goblin and they're like, and everybody kind of like stops conversation. Everybody's kind of, not sure what's going on.
Now then, my fair people, the good people of Phandelver, we are here. We return victorious, as you might have seen. The Dendrars have been returned from the bowels of Trezendar Manor, and our good man here, Droop, well, he was integral to their safety, to their recovery. And look at this fine map he made. Flap! And I flap out the map, and I'll say, this is a man of culture, skill, and ability. Please look past his exterior and forget about your predispositions. This is a man with a golden heart, and I am honest when I say that he is one of my best friends.
He's like, hello.
And then I'm going to say, first round of drinks on me.
And then everybody's kind of like lukewarm at the start. Go ahead and make me a persuasion check as well.
All right.
Can we say with that round of drinks?
I would give you
like,
advantage for sure.
Yeah, thank you.
We do like that. This is the thing I'm okay at. Let's see.
Don't say it like that, Jake.
You're wordsmith.
21.
Okay, all right. Let's see.
We'll be singing Kiss, or not Kiss.
Seal.
The Deborah did a kiss from a road.
Yes, I want to rock and roll all night.
I was gonna say, party every day. Yeah,
Yeah.
much different vibes. Seal, kiss, easy. How one could mistake the two.
Dyslexia is a bitch.
Anyway, and then they were kind of picking up the vibe, maybe, and then the round of drinks really seems to kind of solidify everybody else into being like, oh, well, free drinks.
Social lubricant.
Yeah.
And I'll say, Toblin, do you have lamb shank today?
And he's like, what do you know? Turns out we do.
Cool. Roast it up with some acorns and bring it on out here, and I'll throw him 2 gold.
Acorn sauce, our favorite.
He'll head in the back there and start working on
That
lamb
would
shanks
actually
and
be pretty
acorn-
good. Yeah,
and
it's like
acorns.
a good substitute for pine nuts. We can do this.
Yeah, absolutely. I bring Seneth upstairs and tuck him in, and then I lock his door.
As you put him
He's
down.
gonna miss our delicious in dungeon episode.
Yeah.
So sad. He was there for the first though.
Yeah.
After all, we're still on Syneth's credit.
Probably.
Oh, I threw 2 gold at the bartender because I know that I want this to go smoothly,
Yeah,
and I
that's-
know a little bit of extra might be the sort of thing that's going to
Yeah.
stop Droop from getting shanked.
Yeah, that's the ticket.
That's fair. Yeah, so everybody's kind of just like, nobody's like overly coming over to hang out with you guys, but they're just like, there's definitely some side eye happening, but you know, free drinks are free drinks. So, yeah, you guys are able to hang out. What's your plan other than just kind of shop and droop around the town?
I mean, boy, I would love to get a long rest in at some point soon.
Mhm.
Oh, I plan on getting a very drunken long rest.
Yeah, I think Soot handily dealt with the rest of the red brands. I think now we get our long rest, and then we can go hand in our quest to, what's her name, Hilda,
Mhm.
and then we can go kill a banshee, or we can I mean, at some point we should probably talk to the town master around here. I know, Bronson, you dislike him, but I've never met him, and it seems like there's many things that need doing.
Doing isn't exactly what Harbin Vester is best at. More like a rotund flabbergasting.
Well,
Maybe he's changed. Changed, right?
This is an old man setting his dotage.
Sounds
You'll
like you're
see.
an old man setting his dudage.
I am not. I am in my prime. Dwarven years. You can't count your own.
No, that's fair. I don't even know what age I'm in. I don't really know any other changelings.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Don't know any other changelings.
I've never met another changeling.
it's not a hereditary thing then.
Oh, it is. I'm adopted.
Oh, okay. That makes good sense.
I see. I see.
I think
Now
I'm
that certainly
middle-aged.
changed things.
I don't know. I think I'm still pretty young.
Yeah, I mean, how much do you remember of like childhood with Seneth? Is it similar? Like you guys felt similar
Oh.
ages?
Yeah, milestone wise, yeah, I think I hit maturity faster than him, but that might just be because
Has he hit maturity?
yeah. I mean, yes, he was a lot more childish before. But I think we're about the same. Seems right. But that could just be upbringing too, you know?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Exactly how did you meet Sinneth back in
He
the
lived
day?
next door.
Oh,
Yeah. But like next door is like way down the road. Like our houses are pretty big and we have a lot of land. So it's kind of like it took me like maybe 10 minutes to walk to his house.
Wow.
Mhm.
That is a proper tea for sure. Hey, Droop, how's that drink treating you, my man?
It's better than any of the stuff I've ever had.
Do you want some wine? I have some barley wine, I think.
I don't know what's that.
It's wine that's
Not really helping me out that much, but all right.
made from barley.
Cool.
it's sweet, it's strong, and I'll put you on your ass, Droop. Just warning you.
Yeah,
all right.
Droop. What is your tolerance, my man? You weigh what, 35, 40 pounds? Just
I don't
be
know.
careful, go slow. We're trying to make a good impression.
I mean, you're
Find
the
out
ones
10 minutes
providing.
later. Actually, I'm kind of allergic.
Well, I don't actually have a stat block, so I don't know how good I am at this. So we'll have to see if I can't figure out some stats real quick, and we'll tell you how good he is at this. Okay, while you guys continue to talk, I'm gonna contemplate if I had to numerically assign numbers to the different aspects of my physicality, what I would call them. Just
Okay.
you know, as like a fun thought exercise that I do
For
to
sure.
get to know new people.
Tell me this, Soot. When did you discover your powers? When did they manifest
Oh,
and becoming this Agent of Wildfire.
Oh, that? I thought you meant the changeling stuff. Well,
Both?
the fire
Yeah.
kind of started probably when I was about 6, and I accidentally set the lawn on fire.
Mm.
You know, magic stuff sometimes happens. So that happened, and then I just kind of started honing it a little bit more. My mom said I got obsessed with it, but I don't think so. I think I just kind of, as a kid, you like certain things, and I've just liked fire, so I did that for a while, and then I learned how to, I became friends with animals, and I learned about their ecosystems and their habitats. And then I started learning about the burrowing ones, and then I figured out how to go underground and make tunnels. And then my life was over. I was just a rock person after that.
Love that.
Hmm.
It sounds like you had made the best of your childhood.
Oh yeah, I had the best childhood.
Yeah, no, it sounds absolutely lovely.
Yeah.
Fire and rocks. Have you ever heard of the concept of lava?
Yes, I know what lava is.
It's
I've
hey,
never seen a volcano though, so
okay,
that's fair.
me neither. Me neither. It wasn't
No,
until
but I think we've all been to a forge once in a while.
It's a good point. That's a good
That's
point. I
fair.
wasn't
Liquid
thinking.
metal. Yeah. But yeah, no, I like coal. That's why I like coal a lot, because it is between a rock and fire. You can really melt them together.
Between a rock and a fireplace, where I like to be.
Exactly.
Oh,
If
Well,
I had
Bishop,
to
how
assign
was your
my
childhood?
okay.
oh no, Drew, please.
No, if I had to assign myself a numerical value to represent the hardiness of which I feel like I could handle alcohol, apparently, if I had to put that on a scale of like 1 to 20, I actually think it would be a 16.
Oh dang!
Wow, you and me, buddy. We
Yeah,
are
if
the
if
same.
I had to tell you, I'm like a pretty well-rounded character. If I had to consider myself a character.
Rolled him. You actually rolled him.
Was that standard array or?
No, I happen to have these 4 knucklebone dice, and I just was like, let's see how these work.
Yeah.
And if I had to go down the list, here's where I'd be. 11, 18, 16, 14, 16, 13.
Holy shit, you're better than me.
Yeah, fuck you, Ted. This is Ted every time he has to roll a character. He's like, well, I can only start with 2 20s, so what are you gonna do?
Well, that's factoring in, the general
Yes,
kind of
great
aspects of being a goblin,
Of course, yes.
Mhm.
Well,
Europe is actually some sort of fate touched where he draws out the scene beforehand and then manifests it happening.
I'm not saying anything. We'll see.
Droop's
We'll see what comes.
statistically the best character in our party.
And he's like,
Mhm.
there's something to this wine thing. I like
Yeah.
it
Good.
a lot.
You can have another glass, but I only have 1 bottle.
And he takes both glasses.
Okay.
Careful there, pal.
No, it's gonna be fine. I could tell.
He's an adult.
I
Yeah.
imagine
And
they
now
make
his
some high-test
tattoo
stuff.
changes to him just drinking. His tattoo is just him in the bar, 2-fisting alcohol at the moment.
Pivotal moments of his life, right? That's what the tattoo
Yes,
shows.
it is. Yep.
Full chest hat.
Yeah, and you see that it as it starts to form, it's him. It's like a stylistic version of him, but with 2 bottles, and he's drinking like this, and it's pouring down into his mouth. And
And
as
says Chibi's in the background going,
yeah, and then in filigreed script underneath at as the border, it has a border goes along the top and along the sides, and underneath on the bottom, to take a thing from chat, it's got a series of numbers 11, 18, 16, 14, 16, 13 across underneath the bottom of his chest there.
Got this weird, wild branded mug too.
I
Strange.
know, right? It's so weird. Anyway, always
So
be
much
branding.
orange, so much wow.
Much wow, many comments, much orange. Anyway.
Oh, Droop.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, chat, because I already see. Also, thank you for the raid, by the way. So I will say thank you, raiders. Welcome. Um, I am not. I'm not adding a fifth party member to this group as an NPC DMPC version of Droop. I'm not gonna do it. He will exist. He has canonical stats now. Yes, he may be on a path to becoming a drunken master monk after all of this drinking they're forcing him to do in the bar. And by forcing, I mean they gave him alcohol and now he's obsessed with it. So that might be a thing. But I think he's just gonna be like a guy in the town that, like, if things go south, might be able to help protect the town, but is not gonna be like the new fifth member of the party that I have to keep track of. So just throwing it out there.
That seems reasonable.
Yeah.
But then again, I can already see the chat being like, well, you're missing a player tonight. Just bring Droop along.
have some good role playing tonight, guys.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's the plan.
Yeah.
for sure.
Let it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's what's going on. Droop's enjoying this booze a lot.
Mm-hmm. Good.
So, yeah, you guys are. It sounds like everybody wants to. Oh, we'll say at this point, as this conversation is going, and I cut you off, Jake. You were asking Jake or Bishop a question there, so about background related stuff.
Yeah. What was your childhood like?
Well, I was the second of 9 children, so my neighbors were feet away in the next apartment over.
Mhm.
Started working at 12 down at the docks in Luskin. Me and my older sister worked together for 3 or 4 years. She is now a privateer, one might say, out on the wild blue. But between the two of us and my father working, we were able to buy a house in the nicer side of the city. Well, I haven't been home for about 2 years now because I went through training with the Order of the Red Knights and then to Neverwinter for a while. So I do write letters. I rarely receive them back, but um it was good. We had fun. We played games. We grew up a bit rough and tumble, but I wouldn't take any of it back. You know, I've got 7 little best friends. So things have been good and I consider myself very lucky.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. I didn't have any siblings, so I really just had, you know, my only one neighbor to play with.
Well, you guys have like that good sibling relationship though, is what it seems like from this side.
Yeah, I mean, Senneth is great, and sometimes he doesn't quite understand what the real world's like, which I get. I mean, I don't really understand what the real world's like totally, but I did go out, in the mines and stuff like that more often than he got out. So
He does have a skewed concept of money, but I think we'll get him there.
yeah, he seems to be getting better about it. Yeah.
Absolutely. How about
Bishop, are
you?
you a sailing man?
Me? Oh, no. I worked at the docks for years. Terrible seasickness though. It it was I had a 3-week voyage from Luskin to Neverwinter and back, and I must have lost 35 pounds as
Wow.
a 14-year-old boy because I couldn't keep anything down.
What
It's
brought you
worse.
to the city of sails?
Well, originally I was recruited for the Order of the Red Knight after I was caught sneaking into their headquarters in Luskin. They thought I showed moxie, which I'll take,
That sounds
so
like a drink.
it does. It does
In the right
sound like a
tavern.
drink. Droop, the rule with drinking is 1 alcohol, 1 non-alcohol, just so you know. Keep yourself
Yeah.
even.
Yeah, you don't want to get dehydrated.
Yes.
Sure.
So
be
I
fine.
was I trained there, was sent to Neverwinter, and then immediately got sent out of Neverwinter to Leyland. So, which is where we all met up, and Gunford Rockseeker hired us to do things, which we've done, but now he's gone, and I do sorely wonder where he's disappeared to. I do not like a mystery unsolved.
That's true. We'll get on that though. What
There
about you,
seems to
Bronson?
be more questions than answers in this little town.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll get there. I believe it. How about you, Mr. Barley? Tell us about your upbringing.
Yeah. Like just another blade of wheat in the fields here. My family has been in the Tribor trails for centuries. Devotees of Shantae, that all goes back to my great grandpa, Braden Barley. We've all taken up different jobs in the area, but still revolving around taking care of the good folk and their farms, making sure the festivals and the harvests go off without a hitch, making sure these folks have something to eat, a little bit of money in their pocket, trying to keep the other gods at bay. There's still time, being family men, enjoying ourselves. We've always kept a large family here,
Yeah.
even though some of us drift and do work for the Grain Mother. The festivals are always what bring us back home. Myself, my brothers, well, they may be in other regions. They're still doing the Grain Mother's good work. I happen to like to use my hammer a bit more than the rest of them. Hence where the Lion of Leyland comes from and the prowling up and down Tribor Trail. But we've kept it safe. We kept these folks in business. Nothing worse than putting a farmer out of business, especially in these trying times. My God, what's happened up north of us? Baldur's Gate, Eltrail. We live in wild times. These are good, hardy folk, but they don't exactly get the support that Neverwinter and the Baldarians do, or even the folks in the far north, 1010s and beyond. Got to be self-reliant down here.
That's
They
true.
need advocates, people to stand up for them. I've tried to do that my whole life. Made it my calling. A lot of my brothers and sisters have gone farther regions. And bless them, they all need it. Wherever there's people, there's food to be had. Some of the cousins even branched off into taking care of the sea. But I've found my home here, and I like my work. I like the people. Even if Harbin Wester is a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that Droop?
Yep.
I like my glass of droop. That's right.
All right.
Wester, a piece of shit.
Yeah. Sometimes you're trying to fix a wagon and then you get captured and then a bunch of people give you booze.
I've
There's-
been some interesting tales, Droop.
Bronson, you had said that you've had. I mean, you want to have a big family, right?
I have a big
Yeah.
family, yes.
Right. I mean, do you have a big family? Like, do you have any kids?
No, I don't have any kids. I took up a life on the road a long time ago.
Yeah. I mean, was your family okay with you marrying Eldrin?
My family of all families never had those kind of prejudices.
That's nice.
Great grandpa Braden Barley, he's a mixture of Dwarven and Goliath. He's a
Whoa.
big man.
Yes. Well, he would have to be. But you know what? The real character there is your grandfather or grandmother or great dwarf, which was bold enough to approach a Goliath.
That he was. I've heard many stories about the trepidations that, believe it or not, they accepted my great grandfather as he approached that Goliath tribe many years ago. It was my great grandma Helga.
Ah, yes. Well, and I raise my glass and I say to great grandparents, we all got them.
Yeah. Well,
Sure.
Oh, yes, the brothers and sisters, they don't hit the trail. They're farmers themselves and good members of the community. But being an acolyte puts you back on the road. You got my temple is the fields
Mhm.
and the fest halls, the pavilions, all those wonderful gatherings. Without Shantae, you can't have a fresh BLT in the summer, and you can't have a good beer in the fall.
mhm.
And if you don't have a good harvest in them, Bach beer in the winter won't be the same either.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I believe you.
How drunk is Droop now?
He looks pretty buzzed, if you had to guess. I don't know how familiar you are with Goblin Anatomy. You also only just met him.
Yeah, no, that's true.
So-
It's just his I feel like his words are becoming singular and then like just popped in there. It's just cute. I like it.
What about you, Sut? Do you have kids?
No. No, I don't have any kids. I don't even know if I mean I know how that works. I know how that works. I
Right.
don't know how
Ah!
Anatomically how it works.
Yeah. Yeah. I know how babies are made. I have been told. So
Sure.
How
A
about
lot
you,
of
Droop?
storks.
Any children?
Find out.
said he had a family.
Droop rolls 3d12s.
Let's see.
I have 17.
Positives are positive. Well, or sorry, let's say odds are yes, evens are no.
Bunch of little scrap tops running
No,
around.
apparently not.
Oh, well.
Oh,
At
You're
least
pretty
not that
young.
I know of, anyway.
Hey.
mhm. That's
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess that's true. Not that I know of, anyway.
Yes.
Oh,
really?
Oh.
I mean, anything is possible.
Yeah, I get it.
When two people love each other very much and they hug a lot, anything can happen.
Oh, yeah.
I make direct eye contact with Bronson and decide not to say anything.
My eyes shift back and forth.
Well, anyway, us. Good
Hugging,
job, guys.
yeah.
Yay!
Hugging.
Cheers!
Journey begins to start playing on the jukebox.
Yeah, right.
Just a small
I'm-
town going song.
I am
Period.
going to
Stop.
druidcraft a big bouquet of white roses on the table with a couple of sprigs of barley on either side.
Wow,
Beautiful.
that's pretty cool.
Wow.
I can't do that.
Oh, but you can build things with your hands.
That's true.
Draw maps with your fingers.
Mostly with like writing utensils.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah,
Mm.
it's true.
Matter of fact, I almost forgot.
Mm.
He's going to look up over Poblin, Elsa.
Mm. Yeah, yes. Yeah, hi.
Get some red velvet cake, please. I love a good slice of red velvet cake.
Well, you know, Phandelver really known for its red velvet cake. but-
Bronson, it's so bold to assume that they have any food dye here.
Oh, well, that's the blood is the easiest part.
That's terrible, and I don't want blood cake.
Mom used to
No,
make
just
blood
close your
cake.
eyes. It's chocolate after all.
Veto. I veto that decision.
He
for
comes
me.
out with the lamb shank though at this point,
Oh,
Yay!
beautiful.
and the acorn sauce, or the
Good,
acorns. And he's like, "Hey, here you go. What's
Mhm.
where's your friend with the deep pockets? He's not here.
Oh, he's sleeping.
Sleepy.
That's fair.
Agreed.
Don't say things like that, internet. You're really just
I know.
you're tempting it.
Just
Stop
say.
talking. Anyway. All right. Red velvet cake. Isn't that just chocolate? Chocolate cake?
Yeah, but it's fancy and it's got here. If you need some red dye, I will druid craft some
cranberries.
Something
or
very red
yeah.
and dyeable.
Yeah,
Okay.
like rose petals.
like,
Sure.
like edible rose
Berries.
petals.
All right. Yeah, we'll say he's like, okay.
The most important part is the cream cheese icing.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. In fact, you don't even need the red cake. Just get us a chocolate cake with cream cheese icing.
You won't even taste the hog's blood, but it's okay.
Bronson, you are indelicate to my feelings about eating blood in cake.
It's really not that
I'm
bad.
just joshing you.
Oh, it was a joke. Well, my mom used to make blood cake, but that's just what we called, whatever we could eat.
Yeah.
Sometimes it was like
There's lean
deer.
times.
Sometimes it was like, I don't know, not deer. And he kind of like
Okay.
judges the group, and he's like, "Yeah, let's call
Not
it
deer.
not deer."
Sure. We've all had deer before.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty good too. I wouldn't mind a
Venison.
backstrap or two.
Well,
Mm.
okay. Well, let's not go too hard. We do want to get some good sleep tonight, right?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Speak for yourselves. I like a good celebration after a triumph like this.
Do you want to have a drinking contest?
Yeah.
Oh, Soot. I thought you said you wanted a gentle sleep.
Well,
I was
guess
about to
that's
go to
true.
bed, but now I'm in. You put a
Yes.
contest in front of me. I'm
Pull
in.
the 10 pounds out of you now.
All right. So we are gonna get into a drinking contest, I suppose.
I suppose.
Okay. So, we'll say we're not gonna worry about cost for this really at the moment. It's all on Seneth's tab anyway, realistically.
Yeah.
So everybody, tell me what your Constitution modifiers are.
+3.
3 to Bronson.
+3.
Okay. The number of drinks you can have without needing to make any checks at all is your Constitution modifier. You've been drinking kind of casually here. Now that we're in like contest mode, whatever that number is the number of drinks you can have with zero need to make any kind of saving throw. So Bronson, I guess Droop, and Bishop all have a 3. So you guys will be able to get 1 up on Soot, who will have to start making Constitution saving throws on that third drink. Give me 1 second, because I actually have rules for this from back in the day when I played with Jake. I did a whole
Yes.
drinking contest in another notebook. Let me just grab it. Hang on.
All right.
You guys entertain the chat.
I will
Okay.
get a drink while we go to the drinking contest. I'll be right back.
Oh God, it's us. It's you and me, Jake.
All right. Very
So-
good.
Anyways, so at some point I do want to talk to you about that whole thing you were telling me in the caves
Sure. Yeah.
about the fire thing.
Yeah. So, how much of that fight do you remember?
I mean, I remember Droop fainting, and then I remember I summoned my friend, and
Mhm.
and then we were kind of done.
Okay. Yes. So, my concern is that after you summoned your friend and you started crisping the first bugbear, which is great. I mean, you saved our lives, and Seneth certainly would not have survived if you weren't there. So it's a noble and a good thing, but you hit a point where you were so focused into the fire and the burning that you didn't realize that Seneth had gone down unconscious, and that
Oh.
for maybe 30 seconds after the fight had ended, you just watched that last bugbear burn.
Oh.
I mean, we've known each other for a few weeks now, from between the travel and everything, and
Uh-huh.
I just want to make sure that you're present in moments like this. You, Soot, the person that I've come to know and rely on.
Yeah. I guess I don't know when I'm not present is the
Yes.
problem.
Yes, and a heated flame in combat is important, but it's, self-determination. I don't want to see you get lost within the flames.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's kind of happened before, but like not when I'm fighting. I guess I don't really do that much fighting, so I mean, maybe if it happens again, try to snap me out of it. Or I'll try not to let it happen again, but I don't, know when it's happening. So
Yeah, hey, look, you've done nothing wrong. I'm just trying to head off a potential issue at the pass.
mhm.
I mean, the the magic that you could do, first off, it's a lot more predictable than Seneth's, who's every time he does anything, I'm ready to duck and cover.
Yeah.
But your destructive capability is, as Bronson says, the whatever, the fires in the land that regenerate the soil. That's great.
Mhm.
And so it's obviously something you can use for good. And if it ever gets out of hand, I mean, I'll dedicate time to helping. I just wanted you to be aware because
Yeah.
it was just different.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm glad you said something. Otherwise, I wouldn't have known. So, yeah.
And
Eh,
your eyes kind of went coal black for a little bit when you were doing
Oh,
it, like
uh-huh.
the reflection and everything. And I was like,
Mhm.
intense.
Yeah, I can understand why that's intense.
But then again,
Yeah.
I stabbed two of them to death. So I mean, like I'm not like I'm not trying to be like a holier than thou.
Yeah, yeah, but you were in control, right?
That is true. Yes, I on purpose murdered those two bugbears.
Yeah. So, well.
One of the benefits of streaming out of a co-working space is that we have draft beer upstairs.
Ooh.
Hey, yo.
So is everybody, for the intents and purposes of this, is everybody, I assume we're all drinking the same alcohol for this drinking contest. Is that an accurate
I think
statement?
that's fair.
I think so.
Okay. So,
Just beer, right, guys? We're not gonna go into anything harder.
No, if we're gonna do a contest, I don't really want to black out.
okay.
I'm
And-
willing to, but just to win.
All right.
Attaboy!
So I found my drinking game rules from like 2015. So that's right here. So that's what we're going to go with. So we said we're just going to go with beer. So I've got rules here for the Baldur's Gate IPA as the style of drink here. So the way this is going to work is each time you take a drink, so you're up first because you are at the point where you can have a drink unmodified here.
Yeah.
I have the DC set for Baldur's Gate IPAs at a Constitution saving throw of 14 is what I have written down here.
Okay.
So there are 6 levels of drunkenness.
Mhm.
They all provide different benefits or detriments. When you hit rank 6, you pass out.
Okay, fair.
All right. So
Good.
go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw, DC 14.
13.
Okay, you are now
Oh, no.
considered to be tipsy. You have advantage on all charisma saves and against being frightened, and you ignore 1 level of exhaustion as you are currently tipsy.
Nice.
Now we are at the 4th drink, so I would like everybody to make a Constitution saving throw, DC 14.
I was weaned on the dairy.
Oof. 10.
You are also tipsy.
Ooh, I'll tell you, this place is nice. It's good.
21.
You're good. So is
Ooh.
Troop. LB? You're muted.
19.
Cool. On to drink number 5. Go ahead and everybody make your Constitution saving throw.
13.
Oh, Jake. Let's see, LB.
Also 13.
Oh,
Okay.
all right.
And Bronson.
So close.
6.
All right.
I hit the air
Bronson?
pocket.
Bronson, you are tipsy.
No,
Soot
close.
and Bishop, you are now considered merry, which is step 2 in the drunkenness. That's everything we just talked about. However, you have disadvantage on dexterity, intelligence, and wisdom saving throws but you also would ignore 2 levels of exhaustion
Ah,
because you're powering through the booze. So Seneth would probably
Stronger.
be in a good spot right now.
yeah, he'd be feeling.
And
He'd be
Droop
feeling speedy.
just got a 14. So we'll go on to drink number 6. Everybody make me Constitution saving throws, please.
I haven't had this much fun in a long time, guys.
Ooh, that's not great for Droop.
8.
Ah, it's about time you let loose.
All right. What you get, LB?
9.
And Bronson.
17.
All right, you are still tipsy. Droop is also tipsy. All right, Bishop and Soot, you are now drunk. Disadvantage on all saving throws and ability checks except for being frightened, and if you cast magic, it triggers Wild Magic Surge.
Oh boy.
Okay.
On to drink number 7.
And just tell me how good of friends you were with Sinners growing up.
We have-
Master.
You have disadvantage on this
Best
saving throw
friend.
as well.
I-
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes,
I
I
thought
got
so.
Oh, Droop is merry
Oh
now.
boy. That's good. That's better. That's an 18.
All right.
5.
Bronson.
Oh, you're the 2. They hit
All
the
right,
air pocket again.
So Droop and Bronson are both merry. Soot stays at drunk. All right, you are bladdered over here, Bishop. You also now have disadvantage on attack rolls, saves, and checks, and potential memory loss of what happens for the rest of this evening.
And
What? We got that red velvet.
I'm looking through my book. There's no law against drinking. As long as you're inside, it's fine.
Go ahead and let's go for drink number 8.
Oh boy.
I haven't passed a single one. Oh no.
7.
All right.
20.
11.
Jesus Christ. All right. So LB, you have what Jake was just at, disadvantage on all checks and potential memory loss. Jake, you are now falling down drunk. Above, you lose all memory of what happens from this point going forward.
Mm.
And any movement requires a DC 15 dexterity check, which is at disadvantage to just move because you're falling down drunk. If you get into combat, you immediately drop your weapon on your first swing.
I got the next round, guys.
Sometimes I get really sad about being the only one of my kind.
Yeah.
You are one of a kind, so no doubt.
Thank you, Bishop. You're like my best friend.
Yeah.
You're so
Bronson.
handsome.
Bronson, both of you stay right there. I will get this. I'm gonna try and go to the bar.
Okay, make me a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage DC 15.
All right, we're gonna go for it. God, rolling so bad. I'm glad this is for this. 11.
You watch him say, "I'm gonna go to the bar," and he gets up from the chair and just bam,
Oh.
just like takes like a step and just over on the ground.
I'm gonna go
I'm
to help
good.
him up.
I'm awake. I'm good.
You're able to help him up, and then drink number 9 comes out. I'd like everybody to make another drink.
I look over at Droop. Once we put the women and children in bed, we're gonna go piss on Harbin Vexton's vegetable garden.
12. So close.
All right, Jake, you are passed out. Roll me 2d4.
I either knock it out of the park or I'm just dead.
6.
7.
All right, Jake, you you're now unconscious, and you will be for the next 6 hours.
Oh.
LB, you said you got a 1? You are now also falling down drunk. You have no memory of anything that happens going forward, and also the same dexterity thing. Bronson, you are now drunk, I believe.
As I predicted.
You and Droop have been batching pretty much drink for drink at this point. You watch as you put Bishop back in his chair, and you go around to sit for the next drink, and he drinks it and then just falls out of the chair.
Oh,
I just want to tell you guys.
hold on. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get him up to his room. All right.
Okay.
Are you okay? Do you need?
I just missed you guys so much.
Yeah, you're still at the point where walking isn't a problem. So if you want to bring him up to his room, you can. So we'll say
I'm gonna be right back. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
all right.
I'm gonna pull my tabard like across and carry you like a papoose in front of me.
Just like
Just cradled around me. Oh, hold on! I gotta put my little Roo to bed.
all right, you are able to successfully do that.
God, he's got long legs. No wonder he's able to dance out of the way of these things. Look,
Dragging.
It's just like thunk, thunk, thunk up the stairs, just leg after leg.
unbelievable.
You were able to successfully put him in his room, come back down, and continue the drinking contest. I believe.
I draw him. I go in out into the lobby. I make sure to go in and I ladle a nice big mug of water. I try to look and see if there's any ice chunks that are over there at all. I try to grab the biggest one so it's as cold as it can be when he wakes up. And I go over there and I set it
Nice.
over on his nightstand. Make sure
Very
he's on
nice.
his side.
Very
Thanks,
nice.
Mom.
You come
Tuck
back
him in.
down and Soot is a tabaxi.
Yes.
I'm a cat. Look at how feel how soft I am.
I put Soot in the papoose as the
Well,
cat.
she's not drunk. She's not done yet. She's still in it. She's
She
still.
just cuddles into you.
And then the drink number 10 comes out.
Oh boy.
And you, I'll remind you, Bronson, you and Droop are both at disadvantage on saves because you're both drunk at this point.
Oh, yes.
Oh, God. Natural 20 has turned into a 2. So,
Disadvantage now. Let's go.
what about you, LB?
Oh, I got a 10.
Oh,
I got a 20 and a 1.
all right. LB, go ahead and roll me 2d4, please.
Sure. I think 6.
All right, you are also asleep for passed out for 6 hours. We'll say, because you and Droop both now are at the point where you're disadvantaged on basically everything and potential and memory loss. The two of you work together to put Tabaxi Soot into her room. And then you guys come back down and your drinks are there. And Droop goes, "So are we gonna pee on a guy or something?"
Yeah, we're gonna go to a club where we wee on each other. Droop, come on, hold on, here.
And he's like, "Well, hang on. We're not done. We're still going." So you guys stumble out of the bar and he's like, "All right, next for drink number 11 as you guys are making your way to Harbin Wester's house."
I think I remember where the garden was at. But hey, when we get done with this, we're gonna drink Bailey's from a shoe. All right?
I love it. I don't know what any of those words are, but I love it.
You're gonna learn to love it.
All right, go ahead and we're gonna make con saves at disadvantage now.
Disadvantage con saves? Oh man.
Oh,
Man. Oh dude, 14 and a 2. I'm at a 5.
So you both are now falling down drunk, trying to make your way to Harbin Wester's house. It's a DC 15 dexterity saving throw with disadvantage to just walk. And the two of you are trying to make it together. I'll make it a straight roll because you're leaning on each other.
Ooh, benevolent DM, thank you.
Giving each other advantage.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yep.
19.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Droop got
We are a unit. We are one.
There is a trail of just footsteps that you're making the general headway there, but it is like there are tracks like swerving all the way as you're thinking you're making your way towards, you're pretty sure, Harbin Wester's house. You're at the point now where you have memory loss. So you're not entirely, you're outside. And Droop's like, "We're going to pee on something."
That's when I found out in my heart of hearts that I was really just a furry, I don't know any other way to say it, It's, you put cat ears on a girl, that means you're a furry. I can't change it. I can't change it. All right? The bunny ears never stop me.
Sure. Yeah.
Droop's response.
We're gonna pee on something, right? What were we peeing on? That's all I remember. I think.
I think the garden's right over here. What do I need to roll to locate the garden?
You can make me an intelligence
What about our survival?
at disadvantage, but sure.
Cool. I'm down. Oh God, I can't see my rolls. Oh, it's a 9. It's a niner. It's a niner. Oh God, where's that take us, DM?
All right, roll me a d4, and we'll pick a cardinal direction that you guys think is the garden.
Yes, I love it.
What's the correct one? South?
So from the Stonehill Inn, yes, south is the correct direction. So
Roll
we'll
the
go 2. I was going to go 1 is north, 2 is east, 3 is south, 4 is west.
I'm not
So-
too far.
So you guys stumble down the road, and Droop's like, wait, we're not done. And he gives you another drink because we're going to go for it. He's not done. You're on drink.
Flask me?
He brought bottles of like mugs with
Oh my
him.
God.
He's like a barmaid, you know, with all the mugs.
Where's he at? Is he at the same level?
He's exactly the same level. And then he's like, I think this is it. This is the place. You gotta pee.
Okay. All right, Drew.
And then
The
he
furries.
he sure. And he gives you a mug, and he drops trow, and he tries to clink mugs, and he's just kind of standing there, and he's just pissing into he's standing upright, and he's just kind of swaying, trying to drink. Go ahead and make me a con save at disadvantage.
Come on, Shantae. I need you now. I need you more than ever. 7.
Yeah, Droop got
Oh.
a 9. So you two, trow dropped, pissing in the wind, both passed out in the street. Go ahead and roll me
Kicked out
2d.
for Harambe, baby.
Let's roll 2d4 and see how long you're passed out in the streets of Phandelver.
What do we gotta roll?
2d4, how many hours?
2d4. Oh God. Oh, 7 hours. Holy shit.
All right, Droop is out for 5. So you two, I'm gonna say the night it fades. It comes around to the morning. 6 hours have gone by. At this point, Soot and Bishop, you're waking up with. Oh, did I have hangover rules? I forget. I can't remember if I don't think I went that far.
I mean, it's bad enough. I'm sundialing out in the early morning.
yeah.
I'm straight
You two-
sundialing with this chub.
You guys are trying to remember what happened. You're having a hard time. Last thing you remember, Bishop, was Bronson putting you back on a chair.
Yeah.
Soot,
I do have a welt on
Yeah.
my forehead.
Soot, are you still a tabaxi?
Yes.
Okay,
She doesn't realize.
you wake up.
You have the same treatment, by the way. You also have a large mug of ice water that's drawn by the side, but there's a lot more. It's spilt. Like you have to watch the floor.
Yeah.
It wasn't as steady as the first one.
Mm.
And 5 hours go by while you guys are starting to wake up. Droop wakes up 5 hours, an hour before you guys do, in the street, realizing that you have pissed on the sleeping giant tap house. And he's just like, oh no. Oh God! And he just like looks over, and he's like, oh, and he like pulls up his like trousers, and he's like, and then he like looks around and he sees that there's like a little bit of beer left in the mug, and he like throws it back,
Oh,
and he like
my
puts it down,
brother's keeper.
and he goes over and he's like, all right, and he's like, ugh, and he like shimmies up your pants.
Wow.
You're kind of not. And he's like, Bronson, and he's smacking you in the face, and you're not waking up because you're still so
Can
passed
Soot
out.
Make a strength ability check on pulling them trousers up.
Oh, you want Droop to make an ability check? Sure.
Why? Why would you do that to yourself?
He's a little goblin, you know.
You're not that much bigger than him. He does have he rolled a 7, so it takes a little bit, but there's no.
He struggles. This is all I need to know. That he's.
All right.
So he
He
managed.
has dead weight, to be fair.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, so he's just like, all right. Oh God, I don't know whose house this is, but I hope it's okay. And you can just see also Bronson. Droop's like, oh no, and he like stumbles over to like a well, like an outside well, and there's like a bucket, and he starts like filling it up, and he like walks over, and he's like, maybe this will work, and he like throws the water on you, and you still don't wake up, and he's like.
Can I get a chance? You gonna get a chance with disadvantage to try?
Oh yeah, I'll give you a chance. Sure, I'll give you a chance with disadvantage. Make me a con save. Disadvantage.
1 in a 10.
And he will come back, and he's like, oh, and he like looks around, and he like tears off part of his shirt, and he's like, we definitely peed on ourselves. And he starts like cleaning himself off because it was definitely one of those you're both pissing and you just kind of fell over backwards.
Oh no!
I want to let it be known that my boxers have the pattern of cornucopias all over them. It's like straight Fruit of the Loom style.
The
It's
real kind,
cornucopias
not
and
this
beer bug.
Mandela effect bullshit.
Not the Mandela effect, the full cornucopia.
And he's just like, and he's over there, and he's like, oh god, and he's like trying to like, and he like picks up a stick and like wraps the part of his shirt around it with water, and is trying to like, you smell like piss, Bronson, and he's just trying to like, and he's like, all right, now, let's get him out of here.
This is a goblin that has a tattoo of me and him on his chest.
Oh yes,
correct?
the tattoo now shifts to another version, which is everybody. It's now Droop. It's a table. It's Bishop on the ground. It's Bronson just kind of like leaning back, laughing with 2 mugs of beer. He's on top of the table, mugs going into his mouth, and there's like a curled up cat lady curled up in a little ball. And he's like, I don't remember what this is about. Did we meet a cat lady? You're asleep. What am I doing? You're asleep.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
And he's like, it's just talking in your sleep. And he's like, all right, gotta get him out of here. I hope
There's
this
just
is
like a townsperson just walking by, like it's their normal morning.
And he's just like, and he's just like, he is heaving because Bronson is. We never talked about like, we came back from the manor to go drink. I don't know. We didn't really necessarily talk about getting out of armor or anything like that. So he's pulling chainmail or whatever Bronson along in the dirt, just like a big scrape in the dirt. It's taken him a while. It takes him an hour to get Bronson back from the Sleeping Giant Tap House to the Stonehill Tavern, which is around the time that you guys are waking up. He pulls you inside Bronson, and he's just like, and he like looks around, and like Toblin's behind the bar, and he's like, do you have something for this? And he just kind of gestures at Bronson.
What happened to Bronson?
Oh boy.
Toblin, some hot water, please.
And he's just like, he's not awake yet, but I'm not sure why, but you might want to change. I don't know.
Let it be known where my piss-dragged body has gone. The trail has left nothing but white roses that have begun to bloom up and out the entire way.
And he's like, I don't know, Soot, you're a cat lady. Yeah, you have cat ears. Look, you're covered in fur.
Oh. When did I turn into a tabaxi?
I think that was sometime before you passed out.
Okay.
That tracks.
I think I remember. I don't know. I just feel like before Bronson wakes up, you might want to change back.
Why?
I can't exactly remember why, but I feel like it's in your best interest.
Okay, I'll do that. Bishop, did we make out?
I don't remember.
I don't know. It's possible. Toblin, I need hot water for my tea and some pie.
Please.
And he comes, he's like,
Please.
yeah. And he's like, oh boy. All right. And Droop is like, heh. And
Don't even help Drew.
He's just-
He's
For
got it.
God's sakes, let 45 more minutes get past.
He pulls you into a chair and he like puts you on the chair, but then the chair falls over. You know what I mean? Like
It's
slumps
good
you-
enough, Drew. It's good. It's
Yeah.
too loud. Your panting is too loud.
I would just like some bread, please, and like eggs and something with a lot of grease.
And he's like, yeah, nobody really had that lamb shank last night. Everybody was too busy
Oh
drinking.
my god, just bring it over, bring everything over.
And he's like, all right. And he just comes out with like a big old tray of like eggs and fried potatoes and the lamb shank from the night before that nobody
And
ate.
Well,
hot
and
water.
hot water.
Hot water.
I beg to
Toblin.
differ. I have two hands, one on the shank, one on the beer, okay?
Fair.
Fair.
All right.
I
well,
may not be able to multi-attack yet, but damn it, I can multi-party.
all right, I'll give you that. So anyway, he comes out and you guys are all sitting around the table and he's giving you all this food and he's like, "Oh boy. That was a night. I remember you falling over," he points at Bishop, "and you turned into a cat and then we put you in the bed and then we were going to go we were going to and he like looks around. We were going to pee on somebody. I don't remember who or where. And
Was it each other?
I'm covered in pee and so is Bronson. So I don't know.
Turned Tobin invests his face into a toilet seat.
I've been trying to wake him up for like an hour.
I have soap, man. Here's some soap.
Thank
There's-
you.
Toblin,
I pee
I-
freely.
run us a couple baths, Toblin, please.
Soot goes up to Bronson, like shambles over, puts her paws on either side of his face, and she's gonna cast Cure Wounds on him.
All right, yeah, I'll let it work for this for sure.
Hello, piss and boots.
Bronson,
You're
are
awake
you
now,
okay?
Bronson.
Oh, don't make that noise.
Well, that was a night. Ah,
Oh no, too loud, too loud.
Bronson, how?
Hoagland! Hoagland!
Oh,
Yes,
stop
hi.
yelling.
I need a Bloody Mary. Extra spicy,
Oh.
please.
Hold the acorns.
All right.
No celery sticks needed.
I'll take his
Wait.
celery stick.
You can have mine.
Alright, I'm going to try to turn back to myself.
Oh. Meow.
Did it work?
I don't know.
No.
Did it? No, no, it didn't.
No, it doesn't look like it. You're still.
Oh,
Mm.
And he's like, Droops comes over to you. He goes, Bronson,
Yeah.
we peed on some other house, and also maybe ourselves.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Yeah.
That'll happen. But
Also, I don't know how much time passed, but you were definitely naked from the waist down for like probably hours in the middle of the
sometimes
street.
you must commune with nature, Drew.
Is that like grounding? I think I've heard of that.
Sometimes you get your dick in the dirt. That's just how it goes.
Oh. Your
Nice
god's
to
a
get
weird
your
god.
dick in the dirt.
Yeah, it sounds like grounding. I've heard of that.
Ah. Oh, good. I looked down at my chainmail since he's drugged me. It's essentially cheese grated.
Yes, the whole like the dirt the whole way here. It's
Ew.
just caked
Oh,
with
all
mud.
right. We got to take care of this. I start druid crafting myself, but it's not. I can clean myself up, but it's not to the level of prestidigitation. It's more of like a Wookiee, a Wook's bath at a festival. It's
Sure.
a lot of. It's more of a patchouli douse. and a
Yeah.
general,
Oh. Is that
I got-
better? Is that better? I don't know.
I'm gonna throw. I go outside. I throw up. I can't deal with that
Oh,
smell.
yeah.
No.
Sit changes back into her human form. After a few there's a few tries where she gets it wrong, but she goes back.
When she gets it wrong, is it like a weird half thing? Like
Or
half
is it like
cat,
just
half
the
dog?
nose?
Yeah, yeah,
It's like
yeah.
a cat nose
yeah.
on a person, or
Yeah, or like the hair's the wrong color. She's a little bit too tall. It's
Mm,
really a precise thing that she has to think about.
mm.
Well,
Well,
that was a bad idea, right?
I don't know
nothing permanent happened.
I had fun.
that I
Oh.
remember.
I now have 3 ear piercings, so that's nice.
Ah,
Oh
Mhm.
yeah, that was a thing.
Oh,
I don't remember, but they're
Yeah.
there. This one already looks infected.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
it.
no.
It was Soot's idea. She said you had to get extra ear piercings.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
That's
I think
okay.
you'd look good with some iron gauges in there. I got a cousin who makes some great ones.
Well, let's let these heal up before we try to
Mm.
expand them.
Yeah.
I don't want the upper earlobe gauge. I don't know how that works.
It's like looking through a keyhole.
Yeah. Yes,
Yeah.
it is. Ugh.
This is. Is this what it's like with you guys all the time?
This is-
No.
Actually,
Oh,
this is the
yeah?
first time we've ever celebrated working together. Can you
We
believe that?
won. We won a fight, so we did this. But
Ah.
I'm not gonna for at least 3 to 5 days.
Oh.
Yeah, I
Speak
don't
for
think I ever
yourself.
want to drink alcohol again.
Do you? Is the other guy no fun? Is that why he wasn't invited?
Oh, no, he was just sleepy.
He was popped full of holes from a morning star. Poor guy.
I guess
He's
that'll
gonna
do
wake
it
up
to
and
you.
feel way better than all of us, though.
But he won't have bonded over things that we can't remember.
That's true.
Right.
That's a great point.
That's
I leaned down to Droop. I heard he shit his pants. That's why he didn't come down and party with us.
Oh.
Character
Well, sometimes.
assassinations.
Sometimes
I'll
you
roll a
should.
deception on that.
Okay.
It's an 11. That is, if he didn't shit his pants. I don't know. We'll have to ask Senna.
I mean, he may or may not have shit his pants, but we definitely either peed on ourselves or each other. I don't know which one. And also some on this other house.
If that's
Yeah.
not bonding, I don't know what is.
Oh, I need my armor. Excuse me, guys.
You don't drink with your armor on?
No,
you
I
have to-
gave it. I
He
gave
gave
it.
it the guy to put the thing on it.
That's
Oliver.
right. That's right.
Why
I've
don't-
already
why don't-
forgot.
We should get a paladin in our group because lay on hands is like the best buzzkill.
Hey,
What?
I'm a paladin
Why aren't you laying your hands on us?
because we deserve this.
And
I only have-
Me
I only-
touching you. Sweet
Lay on
paladin.
hands.
Ba, ba, ba.
Yes, good old. Well, I only have 15 points, so
Okay.
you're just gonna have to suffer.
15 points. I'm running on 0.5 over here.
Well, that's impressive. And then I stand
I
up.
just realized it's such. It's a cat. Meow. I give you head pats.
Oh, I'm no longer a cat.
She's no longer.
She's gone. She's
Oh,
back to her first.
Crap.
I'm a human now. Are you okay?
He's running
I
on a
think
delay.
Well, actually, I need to make a save on that Bloody Mary.
Yeah.
Um.
Well, no, you're good. You're on a fresh day. You're good now.
Mhm.
Oh, cool. Cool.
First 3 are free.
First 3 are
The
free.
first. This could be an aggressive brunch.
Oh my god, it could be. Yes,
I go outside to the stable. There's just like the half-built stable that's not really a stable. I just dunk my head in the horse trough.
Sure.
Come
the
back
head
up.
first.
Yeah, head first, just like absolutely.
That's
just
some
like
Xena Princess Warrior shit.
Yeah, I need it. I need that nice cold fresh water.
Yeah.
I drink some. I pet the horse. I say, good horse. And then I go get my shit from Eldon Tilverson.
Yeah.
The adventure mornings would be so tough.
He by
yeah.
the way, you arrive and I think we're gonna go with the logo that it seemed like most people liked the most in chat, which is the dragon face outline with the T going across the brow and down the nose, made in silver. and you arrive. And he goes, "Welcome!" Very loud and boisterous, like he is, and he's like, "Well, welcome back to
Thank you.
Silverton's. Have things."
Wow. Wow. Somehow your whisper is almost as loud as your normal voice, but I appreciate it. And do you have some copy for me to read when I'm telling people about your shop, or do I just kind of do my own thing and give my own experience on it?
Well, is that? Do you have an idea of like a script? Would you like a script? I can write one that you could say. It might seem a little bit canned, but some people like that.
Well, all right, how about you
Consistency.
give me 3 talking points that I can work into like what feels like a natural conversation.
I don't know if I've ever had a natural conversation in my life.
Well, that is good to hear. All right, you know what? How about this? You give me my stuff back, and then I will talk about how great your shop is.
I mean, that was the basis of the deal. So, yes. And he gives you your sword and your armor.
Okay. You know what? I feel better now. This is beautiful, and your work is impeccable.
And he goes, "Wait, hang on.
Oh,
One more thing." And he comes and he grabs 3 scrolls. And he goes, "Now," and he gives you each of these, and you kind of like open it a little bit, and it's got the logo on it. He goes, "These are for your friends.
all right.
Everybody rocking the Tilvertons. You just put this on where you want it, and then just go, Tilverton!" And it just appears on whatever the thing you put it on. That's how it works. And he does that, and it appears on the outside of the scrolls. He's like, "Damn it!" And he grabs another one because he just branded his own scrolls with his own logo. And he goes, "Okay, don't. Well, you saw how it works.
Yeah,
Here
for
you
sure.
go.
I won't scream your name until those guys are ready to have it on their
Yeah,
beings.
wherever you want to put it, but like not like on the back, because then like backpack, nobody
Yeah.
sees that. I'm hip to the tricks. I've been burned before.
Yeah, for sure. Inside of the shield.
Right, that's
None of that.
I'll put it on my shield. Listen, we're gonna have fine print have to go into these contracts if people kept putting it in places where no one can see.
Yeah, I've got mine right here, right on my right above my heart. So here, I guess.
That's great for rangers to shoot you. They have a target now. Good thinking. Maybe that just shows you're that brave. You don't care. You say like, "Look, it's bullseye. Come and get it." Stab
Tilverton,
with my new rapier. Wow.
I'm gonna throw up, Tilverton. I'm gonna throw up right now, and I'm sorry. And then I do. I throw up right there, and I say, "Good luck." And I'll send people with a code name or something for if it's from me, so you know it's working. And I hobble away, defeated, but with new stuff.
That's a lot of booze. And you hobble back to the tavern.
It's so bright outside.
While he's gone, Soot just kind of leans over to Bronson and goes, "Did I make out with Bishop last night?"
Oh,
Okay, good.
you were fine.
Okay,
We put both of you to bed before me and Droop went our little adventure.
good. Okay, I just want to make sure that was just a dream.
And Drip's like, "Do you want to?
I don't know.
You can tell me."
I don't know.
Okay.
It's just, like we're adventuring companions. It's kind of weird, right?
I just kind of pseudo became one yesterday, so I'm really not a good judge.
That's fair.
I was just a simple tinkerer, and now I've peed on a guy.
Adventuring.
Have to make that might be
That
the
makes
shirt.
us brothers.
That might be the shirt right there. Just a yellow rainbow. It's just
Coming from like the Calvin and Hobbes, but like a goblin version of it, and it just yellow,
Turn
and it says
around,
adventure.
peeing.
Exactly.
Yep.
Dropping the wide arc.
All right.
Did we want to do
Jonathan's
anything?
like, so what did you guys do last week? Well,
Well, we peed on each other and we almost made out. So it was pretty busy.
It
Oh,
was
he
a
would be
busy
s-
day.
he's gonna be so sad. He's
I
gonna be
know.
so
So-
sad.
You know what though?
I
I
told him.
wonder if this would have happened, like if we would have
Probably
gone to
not.
this level. Because like I feel like there's an inherent. And you correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like there's an inherent like, hey, we don't want to do too much, right? We don't want to
Mhm.
progress the story too far because we're down a player. So like, let's have fun, RP, goofy silliness. And if the whole party was here, would we have been more on task?
Yes,
No.
we would have.
I don't think so.
I
like
s-
to I'd
We're
like to
split.
celebrate after winning. I would have probably still weed on myself. I just wouldn't have had as many people drinking with me.
Mm. And that's a little
Yeah.
insight of what it's like when we all hang out at cons. Turns out you didn't know this, internet. This is what it's like. This is just us reliving PAX Unplugged. So,
Yep.
No,
Alcohol
nobody
and
blacked
matches.
out. Nobody blacked out at PAX.
That's
I guess you're right. And if
There
people
were some
peed on
close calls.
themselves, they did it in the privacy of their own room.
Exactly.
So,
Vote for yourself.
fair. Hey, listen, I don't. You do you, boo. You do you. So, yeah. What's the plan? You see Bishop come back in wearing his new brandished armor with the silver Tilverton's logo and the fancy new brocade that's combined with his. So it's kind of got this still kind of baskety shield-like handle, but kind of is more the logo of has like the logo of the Red Knight kind of woven into that.
Nice.
And it feels just, in the hand, it feels kind of like both of them combined together, which is what this is supposed to do. So it makes sense.
Yeah. Okay.
We go check on the red brands and make sure that they skedaddled.
Yes, over at the Sleeping Giant.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys.
Droop, you don't have to come, bud, if you
Well,
don't want.
Well, I don't think they're there.
They probably
anymore.
would have killed you last night if they were still there.
Yeah, we were passed out in front of that place with our pants down.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Now,
S-
you know what? You're safer with us than you are anyone else. Or you
Sure.
can go up and take a. If you need to take a snooze, go up and take my room next to Sinner's.
Mm,
You won't be bothered there either.
fair enough. All right. Well, I feel like people here are more used to me now.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like they saw me in a rare state, or maybe a not so rare state. I don't know. That was a new experience, and I kind of liked it.
You're a lot of fun, and I'm glad you're hanging out with us.
Thank you. You guys are too. You're very interesting, and you have lots of interesting backstory stuff that I keep learning about,
Mm-hmm.
which is fun for me.
I would pay 2 silver for a watermelon right now. God.
Fun.
It's the perfect food for after a night out.
I'm a
Oh.
cantaloupe man myself, but watermelon would be fantastic as
Mhm.
well.
Honeydew.
Okay.
Mm.
Well, different melons for different folks, no doubt.
Mhm.
Sweet babies.
Mhm.
Okay,
Well,
good night. And he goes upstairs and goes to sleep.
bye-bye.
Goodbye, Drew.
Okay, let's go upstairs and see, or not upstairs. Let's go to the other tavern and just make sure that everything's copacetic.
Yeah.
So you guys make your way outside, and you see, as you make your way out, a series of tracks in a big windy pattern, and then also just the impression of chainmail in a big drag pattern making its way to the front door, just leading all
Which
the way
is-
back.
Also has white roses attached.
Yeah, so
to
yeah,
it.
there are white roses as well, a little trail, and you get there, and you can see again the sort of pattern. There's a couple of like flagons on the ground out front of it, and there's like a little puddle kind of on like the front stoop.
You ever drink that much on those wet, hot Luskin summers?
No. I rarely let myself get to the point of blacking out, but I can't step back from a challenge. But Bronson, I was bested. I was truly well and cannot remember anything.
I do have a family reputation to live up to.
Eh?
I kick some dirt over the pee.
You do.
Thank you. Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
And you go inside the Sleeping Giant tap house, and it is empty.
Good.
We did it.
We
Yeah.
did it. Thing 1. Done.
Check.
Yes, and there is no. You look around. There's really nothing of note inside, mostly
Good.
because the story tells me nothing.
Do they have a jute box?
No. What?
A magical
you could have a
jukebox?
They could have a gramophone, a magic mouth of some sorts.
Maybe one of the old player pianos?
Yeah.
They do not.
Oh,
Damn it.
they're not fun here.
I was gonna put the same song on repeat for the next hour whenever somebody else would arrive, but I will not. I will.
So.
I'm gonna put
no.
on "Kiss from a Rose," but that's fine.
I do love Kiss, yeah.
Rock City.
Yeah, right. I was gonna say that, like I said, one and the same. Easy to make that confusion between the two.
All right, guys.
Mandolin, Rock City.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So, what's the plan now? You've run them out of town, seemingly. You've got your updated stuff and your scrolls of Tilverton.
We gotta
Oh.
go collect for
Hilda.
Yeah.
I would actually like to read through this guy's Glassstaff's notes before I go ahead and, because we got the one thing from the spider. Was that the only thing that was important? We had the thing with the spider emblem on it.
Yeah, the piece of sort of correspondence that he had.
Yes.
Yeah, Lord Albrecht, my spies in Neverwinter tell me that strangers are due to arrive in Phandelver. They could be working for the dwarves. Capture them if you can, kill them if you must, but don't allow them to upset our plans. See that any dwarven maps in their possession are delivered to me with haste. I'm counting on you, Yarno. Don't disappoint me. Was
Okay,
his,
cool.
The letter that he had that had the stamp on it.
Okay, great. So there's nothing that leads us towards so earlier we found an old book that had rumors of Wave Echo Cave.
Yep.
But the location was lost.
Correct.
We're not going to be screwing Gundren if we hand these notes over to Halia, is that her name?
Halia is her name, correct.
Okay. Because I have an affinity for Gundren.
Okay. Yeah,
you.
You don't think that
I do.
This will do anything that'll really
All right, cool.
put him
Then
in
I'm
a bad
willing.
way.
I will go. Let's drop off this stuff, get paid, and then I don't know. Where do you guys want to go today? We've got several places we could go.
Most of it, by the way, just as a reminder, was like orders. Like he was ordering stuff from apothecaries and alchemy shops, seemingly trying to make potions of invisibility.
Right.
That's most of what the paperwork was. The only sort of noteworthy correspondence was that particular letter.
Okay, cool.
Should we go talk to the mayor guy?
Yeah, let's go get our money and then talk to the mayor.
All right, so you're gonna go to the Phandelver Miners Exchange and talk to Halia Thornton to get your gold for having completed that, which she offered you 100 gold pieces. Well, she offered you 100 gold pieces to capture him alive and bring her any correspondence from his quarters. He's dead. You have the correspondence. You may be able to negotiate some sort of
Was it
reduced
100
rate.
or 150?
I had 150.
If I said 150, I'll honor that if that's what you guys have in your notes.
That's cool.
No takers.
Yeah, shake him down.
I mean, the book says 100, but if I said 150, that you know
I
what, you
think-
might have negotiated 150 for the capture alive.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think
fair.
I think it was like, I just want his stuff. But maybe if he's alive too, bring him. And that's where we ended up.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
He's alive in a different plane of existence.
That's one way to look at it. But he is no longer material planed.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
All right. So you guys make your way there, and she's like, "Oh, back so soon, huh?"
Oh yes, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
With
He's dead.
success. He's
Oh.
well, yes, with mostly success insofar
Sorry.
as the Red Brands are no longer in town.
Well, that's good.
A little bit of failure in that Glassstaff refused to yield.
Well, you know, that's how it goes sometimes.
Yeah.
It surely do. But here's his stuff, and I'll slap down his notebooks and the letter with the spider seal on it, and say, "This is what we found down in underneath Trezendor Manor, which is apparently Brosian in nature."
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, yes, indeed.
Interesting.
The
So,
Great Brosian Empire.
Strikes again.
indeed it does. So that might be a little thing you here in the minor exchange you could check out, excavate perhaps. Oh no, wait, never mind. There is an old giant one-eyed wizard fellow who lives in there. His eye is giant. He is not giant, but I would, and he does seem to eat people. So never mind. Don't go there. Don't do that. Tell everybody else not to go there too.
Hmm.
Sorry, we got absolutely pissed last night.
Well, you know, celebrating a job well done. I get it.
I give a meaningful look to Bronson and very slowly wink at him.
She will give you guys the 100. She'll give you 100 gold pieces because he was not captured alive. That's not
Fair.
100 each. That's 100 total. Just to
Fair.
because that was brought up last time. And she says, "Well, you know, if anything comes up that I can help you guys with. By the way, I put in some contacts with the Lord's Alliance. We've had some dealings. They should be able to procure one of these diamonds to bring your friend there back or your associate. Maybe like day after tomorrow or so.
Perfect.
Maybe sooner, you know, tomorrow, day after tomorrow at the latest."
Honestly, they're pretty quick with all that.
Well, they have some concerns, so. But either way, that's for them to figure out.
It absolutely is.
Anything else I can do for you, Bree? Where's your other friend?
He's sleeping.
I liked him.
Yeah, well, he was a big spender, so I would too.
That's fair. Yeah. Anything else?
Thank you for your time. Appreciate it.
No problem.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Do you have any like pickaxes?
Sure.
I mean, I know you have pickaxes. Could I buy some mining equipment?
Yeah. And she says, actually, I got in some new rocks if you'd like to take a look.
You see, she's kind of zoned out, and then she says rocks, and her eyes just like dilate a little bit. She says, "New rocks."
And she says, I've got quite a few, so we may be here for a while.
Okay.
To you two. Because, like, she saw what happened last time.
Yeah, you guys don't have to stay for this if you don't want to.
Oh no, I think I need more than one person to be with Bronson when we go and talk to the mayor.
Okay.
Oh, I'll be just fine. Just let me go ahead and handle it.
I dearly appreciate you, my good friend, which is why I won't do that.
But I will say, you did want to go do blessings at some of the farms.
Ooh.
So
yeah, I do need to check in on both the farms and
so
take care of them.
I don't know if Soot wants to sort through rocks and you want to go at least do the Alderley farm during the day before you do Harbin Wester, that's an option for you.
Oh, I'll come with you. I can check in on Carp and see how his training's
Sword
going.
training goes.
I need
All
a
right.
solid riding boar is what I need. I need a large pig. A pig for 2.
In the
Well-
meantime, though, I do need you to roll me a percentile there, Jake.
Oh,
A trinket was just donated. Thank you, chat.
thank you, chat.
You.
Well, maybe I'll just buy one bucket. No, I'm kidding. We could get it somewhere else. 49.
49. Okay. Boy, your outfit is just becoming quite the thing here.
I'm muted. I'm sorry.
So consistent
I'm listening.
muting.
I'm
I'm
listening to an 80s mix.
I was very where that was going.
I mean, rocks just
Like get her
do
going.
things
It's
to
fine.
set.
So anyway, Jake, you have a coral helmet
Oh no.
that allows you to swim normally in armor.
Okay.
So whatever your helmet would look like, however you want it to look, how about that? It's a coral helmet. You're wearing light armor, so it's not like a traditional like plate
Yeah.
helm. But yeah, a coral helmet that allows you to swim normally while wearing your armor. You're wearing light armor, so it's less of use to you. But
Yes, for sure. This was a gift from my sister, kind of as a joke. After I could not establish my sea legs.
that makes sense. All right, so you guys are gonna go check in on Carp and the Alderleaf while Soot looks at rocks.
Yeah.
All right, you guys leave the shop and head on over. I want to jump back to Soot and then we'll come over to you guys. All right, so Soot, she will get out like a set of like mining equipment, which I mean, is there something specific you as the character are looking for outside of just like picks and like brushes and things like that?
She'll need some it's just some normal mining equipment, but also if she's got rocks, I think she's more interested in the rocks than to see what sort of minerals and stuff she has.
Sure.
No.
So she'll pull some stuff out and she says, and after the other two leave and are making their way over, she says, so I noticed you have an interest in rocks and
Yeah.
you seem, I don't know, I just get this vibe about you. What are your thoughts? I mean, rocks, gemstones, they come with a certain degree of wealth associated with them.
Uh-huh.
Some people equate that to power or influence.
Uh-huh.
What are your thoughts on that? Power, wealth, influence. Are you for that? Are you against it? Like, how do you feel about it? And she's like doing this as she's like pulling out cases of rocks.
I think that rocks do have a great value because there are rarities and I understand that there are purities to some rocks as far as like whether they have a good visual aspect to them. That doesn't really bother me as much as like kind of collecting different kinds. I think that I think it's more like have you ever heard of like trading cards or like pogs where like people like trade each other and get different ones and you want new cool ones?
Sure, I understand the concept.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at.
Gotcha. Let me come at this from a slightly different angle then.
Uh-huh.
So you're obviously part of your adventuring group. You guys have a lot of cool things that you do, and you protect the town and doing all of your fun adventuring things.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought, now not doing anything to go against your adventuring group, have you ever had any interest in possibly being part of something more? Joining another organization that could possibly
I do have
help?
a god already, if that's what you're talking about.
No, this is not about religion.
Okay.
Yeah, possibly a group of people that have resources, they can help out, they have information. Does that sound like something you'd be interested in?
Yeah, I mean that doesn't sound like there's any drawbacks to what you're describing.
Well, that sounds good. I like the sound of that. But, so I don't know. How clued in are you to what goes on the Sword Coast?
As far as what?
Well, like, I'm part of an organization, and we're always interested in bringing on new members. And I was wondering if you'd be interested. Like I said, you seem very capable. You seem like you'd be potentially good at, possibly gathering information.
Yeah.
You talked about your ability to find rocks and stuff.
Yeah. Better rock finding.
Yeah. So I don't know if you've heard of my organization.
Okay.
But I represent a group called the Zentarum.
Okay.
And I was wondering, would you be interested in possibly joining up? I can give you a title, and I can provide you all sorts of resources. See, me and my friends know that this town seems like it's going places.
Yeah.
And we would love to establish a good working relationship with the people in this town. And really kind of running an operation is the wrong way to say it. But we'd love to get a good foothold in this town. And, I'm doing my best here running the mining exchange, and we do pretty well for ourselves. She's opening cases of different rocks. She's talking to you. And she's just like, but I could use somebody who's kind of out there as like part of the town and learning about what's going on. And like I said, my friends can, and we can provide all sorts of information and get you all different kinds of things. And I think I just have this feeling that you, or possibly your other friend who liked to buy all the stuff, would be perfect for this organization if you're at all interested.
I mean, that sounds like fun. Like, I just bring you rocks and you give me rocks, and then I give you, we trade gossip and stuff.
Yeah. Let's say that.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, I mean, we might come up with things that might, like, if we have something that interests the organization as a whole, we might be like, hey, we heard that Soot's out there doing great work. We would love it if she could gather. See, like, one of my group's missions was to gather the intel from that guy Glassstaff, and you guys did that for me.
Oh, so just like more of that.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, yeah, that sounds like exactly what I'm already doing.
See, that's why I knew that you would get it. So I tell you what, I think that as a test to see how good you are at gathering this information and possibly keeping it secret so people don't know, for right now, why don't we make our little agreement here just a fun secret between the two of us, and we'll see, because if your friends find out, then like I'll know that you're not the best at keeping secrets.
Ooh. Okay.
So but I'll also give you this, and she'll give you like a little pin that's like it's carved out of just like that one that you see right there, that exact one. And she goes, and I tell you what, I will give you get a title within our organization. You are now a Fang of the Zentarum.
A Fang.
Pretty cool, right?
I'm like a Fang in the mouth.
Ears are burning.
So I'm like a Fang in the mouth of is this a snake?
Yeah.
Okay.
You could just find a cool rock though, and you'd get it right back.
Yeah.
You are family.
Okay, so I need to keep it a secret. So you learn that so you know that I can good at secret keeping, which I'm great at keeping secrets.
Great.
And what's you wanted me to do a thing for you?
Not right now, but just come and check in every so often, and then we'll see if we have things, missions that we can send you on. But for right now, I tell you what, you just agreed to join the organization, and that's awesome. I'm excited to have you be part of the team. We're teammates now. which is great.
Okay.
And she's like, and she opens up like a bunch of cases of rocks, and she's like, "You could take any 2 of these on the house.
Any 2?
Any 2. Pick 2 you want."
Oh my gosh. Okay. Can you give me like 5 minutes to decide? Because I'm panicking a little bit in my head that I get to pick 2.
That's fine. And then we'll
Okay.
cut back to the other 2 while this happens.
Brutal manipulation.
Oh, I love it. It's so good. Like, it worked out perfectly. And I know LB knows
Agent
so
of
much about the Zentarum, obviously, with having the pin in arm's reach. I was like, this is perfect. So
Squeeze the life out of the little worm dragon.
oh, I love it. It's perfect. Oh, it's so good. Anyway, so we'll cut back to Bronson and Bishop as they make their way to the Alderley farm. You see Carp is out front, you know, practicing with his walking stick. He's fashioned himself now, like he's got he has like a wooden sword that he's fastened out of, you know, some sticks and stuff nearby, but he's got like a Rambo style headband tying the walking stick to his head so he can hear what it says while he's fighting.
Mr. Dudemeyer, what a joy.
He's like, "Oh wow, you're back."
We're back. Well, I told you I would teach you how to do a riposte. So
Yeah.
I waltz off into the wood to find the woods to find a good fighting stick.
Okay. And while he's doing that to train with Carp, what's Bronson up to?
I'm gonna
Besides
go out.
seething in hatred for the Zentarum in this town.
It's something
He don't know.
I know he doesn't. I know.
I can sense it. It's guess it's just a hangover. No, I'm gonna head out into the fields. I'm actually going to strap on a little seed sack over here to my side, and I'll take some time and get down on a knee and Dante, bless these fields. May they bear fruit. May they wither the hard times. May they bloom in the good. In your name. I'm just going to go out there and spread some seed, bless the land, and make my way back over to the homestead to let the folks know.
Okay. I will give you inspiration for tapping into your. So you'll hang on to that for whenever you'd like to use it. For
Thank you.
tapping into your backstory and your history as a Shantae.
And I will spend the 1 hour to consecrate the field.
Oh, perfect.
So I will do it for a full hour.
Okay, so
The
Jake,
ceremony.
well, that's happening. Jake, you are getting an hour's worth of riposte training.
Yeah. No, look, Carp, it's all about the footwork. If you're not on an even footing, it doesn't matter how aggressive or powerful your strikes are, because I could just do this and I just push him over.
And he's like, "Well, that's not fair. You're taller. That's like the high ground all the time."
I fought a bugbear yesterday. You know how long their arms are?
Yeah, like super long.
Super long.
Like
Okay, look at me.
spaghetti.
I am not a large man.
But I'm a
All right.
halfling child.
Well, then this is something you will definitely have to overcome. If you want to adventure, it's
Oh.
about overcoming difficulties. It's about rising to challenges.
Oh.
You can't expect your enemies to make special accommodations.
Okay. I guess that makes sense. Yeah.
When it comes to
Oh.
fighting, it's the man who lives who comes out on top. There is no glory in a battle, okay? You do what you have to do to survive and to win.
What if I just like sneak up on him?
That's great. If you can manage,
Oh. Okay.
and then I push him over again.
Ow!
First rule, I told you, always be ready.
Oh, okay. I didn't know we were still training.
Mr.
Oh.
Dudemeyer, what are you teaching this boy?
And he's just like, he's not talking to you. He's only,
He's mad because I ditched him.
yeah. And then, yeah, so that continues on. You finish your consecration. By the end of the hour, you've got him into a point where you're not able to just push him over. Like, he might stumble back a step, but he's
Good.
like, He's got some footing underneath himself. Yeah. So you guys, are you gonna? We didn't really talk about a meetup place after everything was done. You planning to meet up at Harbin Investor's house?
That makes sense to me. I mean, through the magic of story, we can be
Yeah.
walking
all right.
back, and Soot can be coming out of the shop with
Yeah.
her new pin hidden.
Yes.
I'm gonna get a little rumble in my tummy, so I'm gonna go ahead and produce my good berries for the day
Sure.
and hand my my compatriot Bishop one.
Sure. And so did you pick your rocks?
I did.
Okay.
Can I pick any rocks?
Yeah, I mean monetary value, not like super crazy, but yeah, whatever rocks you like.
Okay. I think she's gonna pick a lapis, a
Sure.
blue lapis, and then maybe a lava stone because we were just talking about that.
Sure, that makes sense. All right, so you've got your rocks and you head out. And you guys are all make your way over to Harmon Wester's house. So as a reminder, the Town Master's Hall, he does have out front a notice board that you guys will now see, and it says, looking for someone to head east on the Tribor Trail. Marauders have attacked several caravans near Wyvern Tor. The most recent victims reported that at least one strange goblin accompanied the marauders, who consist of at least an ogre and some bugbears.
Ooh.
He's offering 100 gold contract to any group that can drive the marauders and any goblin companions away.
All right. I mean, this is
And that's just like posted up out front before you even go inside.
yes. How do you spell Wyvern Tor?
Wyvern, like you would spell,
Yep.
and then Tor.
Okay, cool.
As you continue to fill out your map of the local region, I will get you a place where that is on there so you can see.
Great. Yes, I am gonna have Droop once I get all these points.
Sure.
I'm gonna have him fix it up, and then we'll pop it in Bronson's little map case of wonders.
Sure. All right. So yeah, you all meet up. You're all standing right outside. You see this kind of note, this job board quest, if you will. What would you like to do?
I'm just copying down this note currently.
Sure.
So Bronson, what do we have to do here with this here mayor? It doesn't seem like anybody in the town really likes him. I'm not against, I mean, heading east toward Wyvern Torn and dealing with these here goblins and ogres and bugbears, but I mean, what does this man do for the town? What value does he add?
Takes more than he sows. That's the problem.
All right. Well, we should at least
Intrinsically,
introduce ourselves.
He's not a bad man. He's just a man in it for himself. And that I have a problem with. He takes advantage of the common folk.
Well,
I don't
come from
trust
the
what he
comic
says
folk.
as far as you can throw. And with those stubby little T-Rex arms, it ain't gonna go far.
I have such a picture of this man in my head. I'm excited to meet him. So, did you get some cool rocks?
I did. I got this one, and she pulls up like a blue one with some veins in it.
Nice.
And I got this one. This one is a lava rock.
Oh, look at that. Just like we were talking about. Very nice.
Exactly. So it's a little bit crustier than coal. It's not quite as spacious inside. And it's a little flaky, so you gotta be careful with it. But
all right.
yeah. It has a weird smell to it also, but that's just,
Well,
a way to
that's
identify things.
okay. I didn't know that rocks had specific smells.
Oh yeah, and taste. One of the ways you can identify a rock is by the way it tastes.
All right. I'll take your word on that one.
I'll stick to rock candy.
Ooh, rock candy is really good too.
I like grape.
I like the
Berry.
blue.
Blue raspberry. Technically not something that grows in nature, nor is
No.
real, but still delicious.
What a good
Mhm.
marketing scheme, though. I can
Excellent,
respect
really.
that.
It's just like lemon and raspberry, right?
I don't know. It's blue as far as I'm concerned. That's
You
the
know,
whole
the banana
flavor.
stuff never tastes like banana, but it certainly tastes good.
Well,
Yeah,
did
but
you
it's-
know? Oh, yeah, go ahead.
No, I think we had the same idea.
Mhm.
It's just that's how bananas used to taste before we started genetically altering them.
Yes, there was a whole strain of bananas that died out that had that specific flavor back during the times of the Trojan Empire.
Trojan Empire times, no doubt.
Mm-hmm.
Been in that Trojan horse and had a real nanner.
Ah, yes. What a sweet, delicious fruit that would
Yeah.
have been.
I feel Sinis would miss out on this conversation.
I
He does
know.
enjoy his history. I wonder if he knows about the Trojan nanners.
Oh, we'll have to tell him about it when he wakes up. He took a lot of hits yesterday, so
Honestly, it's good to sleep through that kind of pain.
yeah.
Indeed.
Well, as you guys move up to the door to enter into Harbin Vester's abode here, the Town Master's Hall, which, as we did mention, just for reference, does have 2 serviceable jail cells in here as well. I posted in our Zoom chat. You know what? I'll put them up on the stream too, just so everybody can see what
Harbin?
our good buddy Harbin looks like.
He looks exactly.
Yeah, probably like you think.
Yeah, it does.
And this is new art for Harbin, too.
He never had art before.
All the way from his terrible mutton chops to his uneven socks. I dislike this man.
He's just not well put together.
Yeah.
He is something else.
But you know
He's
he
not
feels
shaped.
he feels like he's so well put together.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, as you're
Anyway,
about to knock on the door and investigate and have your discussions with Harbin Wester, I think we're going to actually end it a little bit early. We skipped a break in the middle. I know some people had to get out of here too, so I think we'll just
Be a
probably.
great time for Sinis to come running up.
Hey guys, I'm awake.
Oh, shit. What did I miss?
All right.
Trojan nanners.
So that being said, we'll go around the horn here and just have everybody kind of tell us where you're from and where people can find you, and then we'll bring it to a close for this week. So, Robert.
Hey, I'm Captain Robert. I play D&D on the internet, wherever Captain Roberts can be found.
Awesome. LB.
Hello, I'm LB Hackemup. You can find me at LB Hackemup on the Twitters and the Instagrams. I don't have to do Soot's voice anymore.
That's true.
You can also find me at Hack Recklessly on Twitch and YouTube, where we post a bunch of horror game content, other fun like party games, and D&D and TTRPG content. This Sunday, we are starting our first episode of the final season of Playthings of the Gods. I've been telling these guys about it. It's going to be super fun. 8:30 EST on Hack Recklessly. I've got so many fun things. They're level 15, so they're going to be up against some crazy shit. That's
Awesome. Jake.
yeah, you can throw a lot more than bugbears at a level 15 group.
Well, it takes one though.
That's true. That's true. Hi, Internet. I'm Jake. You guys can catch me on Spotify and the other podcast apps at Legends Rerolled, where I play a titter pig, where we replay classic games or classic stories. Yeah, check it out. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, and I'm Ted. This is my channel. Thank you, everybody who's been hanging out in the chat all this time. Thank you for the trinkets and things have been interesting. We'll see how things go with that going forward. We should be back. LB, you're here next week, yeah? So we'll be here next week for sure, hopefully with the entire team together again. And then actually, supposedly, Friday, I will be streaming here again my homebrew Greek mythology campaign that I'm a player in. Will supposedly going to be Friday night, so be on the lookout for that. I'll post official schedules and stuff if that ends up becoming a thing. But yeah, you can find me on all of the social medias as Nerd Immersion. This is also available in cut down edited versions over on YouTube on the second channel, Nerd Immersion Plays, as well as in podcast form if that's more your thing. So yeah, this has been a blast. We had a lot of good fun. I think. I guess apparently a lot of you wanted these drinking game rules, so I will put these out on the. I don't even know if these were original to me or I adapted something from somebody else. I don't know, but I'll put them out on the internet for free because I don't know if I can legally claim profit to them because I don't remember. This was 7 or 8 years ago when I made these rules. So it might have been original, but it might not have. Jake, sorry to say, this is another drinking contest that you didn't make it through.
I know. It's a shame. I had a lot of fun with this one though. I don't mind losing. I rolled so bad.
Yeah.
So bad.
Hey, I was either a hero or a 0-2 on every roll.
I didn't pass a single one.
Jake did have, so again, in my game from many years ago, these were all of the taverns because the town that they were in had a legendary 20 tavern pub crawl.
Yep.
And you had to have the signature drink from each one without passing out to be, no one's ever done it before.
Rest in peace, Pack South pub crawls.
Yeah, East used to have one back in the day. But anyway, unfortunately, on one of there was a lot of them had weird things. There was a keg stand for one place. It was a whole thing. And I think Jake couldn't make the jump on the rope bridge.
Yeah, well, no, it's like one of those carnival climb up the rope to the top. And I was a paladin then too. And my dex was 0 because I was a different kind of paladin. And I died there.
Yeah, that was Thunderwave was the bar. You had to drink it on a rope ladder.
Yeah, I think it was 19. I think I made it through 19.
Yes.
Or 18. And then on the 19th, I failed. But we were level like 12 or 13. So I had all of my extra. I had great con plus charisma to saving throws. It was good.
Anyway. That's a story for another time. It's also all on the channel if you dig back through. So
yeah.
Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I will see you next week.
Bye.